I said like, hello, we started a little conversation. Obviously, I got a Snapchat, and then I got to know her a bit better. Obviously, I told her my age, and she was like,
yeah.
It's never going to be a good start when the mention of age comes up and you both look a little bit sheepish and awkward. That's probably not a very good start. Hello everybody, today we're going to be having a look at these two lovely, lovely people, Tasha Newcomb and Marco, whatever his name is. Two people in a relationship that probably shouldn't be. That sums up content creators, doesn't it? So Tasha Newcomb is a 21-year-old TikToker with over 200,000 followers, and she doesn't really do much, to be honest. Neither of them do. It's just day in the life stuff, my favourite type of content. Just really thrilling and interesting. Now, neither of them are particularly big. They're just your average TikTok influencers who you've probably never heard of. But what does bring them to light and what has brought them to infamously is their inappropriate age gap relationship. Because that's right, guys, this 16-year-old and this 21-year-old are dating, and the world is really ill. God help this channel. So today we're going to have a look at the podcast episode they went on where they basically just try and explain their relationship and defend it. And I'm going to watch it because I'm feeling like a bitch today. Well, every day, but especially today. I understand this bit's not really relevant and I'm already nitpicking, but fastest growing show apparently. I'd like to see some stats for that. I'd like to see some evidence, but do continue.
Opposite me today, I've got Tasha and Marco, the couple with the biggest backlash on TikTok. Welcome to the show.
I wouldn't say they've had the biggest backlash on TikTok. I think, yes, it's not a great situation and they're getting a lot of hate, as they should, but biggest backlash, don't know about that one. Don't know about this one. This is just irrelevant, this part, but just being a hater.
I'm glad you both got smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 21, dating someone who's 16, and they've only just done their GCSEs. Do you not think that's weird, Tasha? Do you not think that's a little bit weird?
Yeah.
You're now officially a couple.
that's right.
Let's start off with your names and ages.
Okay.
So, how old are you and what's your name?
Hi, my name is Marco. I'm 16 years of age.
And yourself?
And my name's Tasha and I'm 21.
So I think that's where the issue is, right?
This is what I don't really understand. The whole podcast episode is centered around the morality of it, right? And clearly then, if that is an incentive for an episode, then clearly you both understand that there's an issue. I don't understand this. And I know the whole argument of this podcast is going to be, well, it's legal, and don't even get me started on that, okay? Because we've already been through the entire legality and morality thing when it comes to Paul Breach, but it is so prevalent. It has never been more prevalent, okay? Because a lot of people need their head fixing is the only way I can describe it. And having a lesson on morality versus legality, because a lot of you freaks, especially content creators, you fucking need it. They haven't even began yet and I'm already getting annoyed.
Or the supposed issue. That's what everyone's giving the backlash about. You're 21, he's 16.
That's right, bro.
You definitely are getting love for it. All the boys are like, you go, boy. And you're probably being called every name under the sun.
Yeah, exactly that.
This is the issue here. We need to stop glorifying younger boys being in a relationship with an older woman who should know better. That needs to stop. Because yes, okay, it's technically legal, all right? The law says it's all right. Is it okay? No, it's not. It's not really. And I know a lot of people are going to be up in my comments saying, oh, well, it is legal, mate. So who are you to say anything? And I'd say to you that you probably need to hand over your phone to the police so they can have a look through your internet search history. That's probably what I'd say to that. Because anyone with a brain cell would think, yeah, that's a bit weird. And the overall problem of people almost praising a boy for being in an inappropriate relationship with an older woman is seen even in times where the boy is 15, 14. It's like, oh, go on, Shan, like, you get in there, because they're in a relationship with someone who knows better and shouldn't be dating them. And a lot of people will glorify that if it's a woman or if it's an attractive woman. It's like, oh, you're so lucky. You're not lucky, and you will look back at this and you will be very, very probably disturbed. Well, you should be anyway. And that's not to have a go at this dude. I actually feel really sorry for him. And I think he is probably being influenced by all his friends to think that, oh, look how lucky you are, Shan. You're with Tasha Newcomb. You're not lucky, mate. You're really not. And she is weird. She is weird.
Basically, she liked a few of my TikToks or Instagram, right?
Instagram.
Instagram. And
Saying it was all you. All right.
Okay, and I dropped her a little message.
Oh, yeah, we've all been there, mate. No, we've all been there where we're 21 years of age, scrolling through social media with ample options our age and thought, yeah, no, actually, I like them really young and I'm going to go for a 16-year-old even though they've just done their GCSE maths. Yeah, that's not weird at all. I always hope that these don't get clipped out of context because that's going to not be good for me. Even in this situation, she liked a few, she pursued him. She went after him. She's a weirdo, man. And I know a lot of people are saying maybe this is like a PR stunt. Maybe this isn't real. But like, why would you do this as a PR stunt? Well, as a woman, why would you use this to boost your fame? Making yourself look like a creep. Well, exposing yourself for being a creep. Pretending to be in a relationship with a 16-year-old is just as weird as being in a relationship with a 16-year-old. Like,
hello, we started a little conversation. Obviously, I got a Snapchat. And then I got to know her a bit better. Obviously, I told her my age. And she was like...
Yeah.
Bit young.
Yeah, that's really normal behaviour, finding out someone's age, wincing, and then pursuing it anyway. You're so odd. You're so odd. And what I just don't understand, and I say this about Paul as well, you have so many options your own age, so many options. You went out of your way to pursue this child. It's not even like you met at a bar, right? You met at a bar, you thought he was older, you get chatting, you're having a drink, right? You're having a good old time. And then all of a sudden, after your second or third date, you find out, oh, he's not a 21-year-old boy. He's 16. And you're like, yeah, this is a little bit different, I guess. Even then, I mean, personally for me, I would run for the hills and so should everybody. But she could have had that excuse, I guess. Could she? Doesn't really make it any better. But, you know, in theory, theoretically. But no, she went out of her way. She found out straight away he was 16 and still thought, yeah, I'm gonna pursue this. And the only reason I can think is the power dynamic and feeling like you're in control, which is sickening, truly.
And then I was just like, you know what, let's just go out for dinner tomorrow. And she was going to Napa the next day, so I knew if I ain't going to shoot my shot, realistically, in a week's time when she comes back from Napa,
She ain't gonna care.
come on. So I just thought, just meet me tomorrow. So I found out that she lives like 20 minutes away from me, so I was like, get in, sweet.
as.
So I got one of the boys to drop me there, and then we ended up going for some Nando's, and then, I don't know why, but we ended up going to the cinema.
Tasha, do you not think there's a cause for concern if your boyfriend is being dropped off by one of his fucking boys because he can't drive yet? Do you not think there's a little bit of concern? And I'm not hating on men that can't drive. This isn't a man, this is a boy, by the way. And later on in the episode, he actually calls himself a boy. He's a boy and she's a woman. Those two things should not be together. Bro's not even old enough to go out and drink. He can't go to clubs, he can't go to bars. Oh.
So, yeah, we ended up just having a good time, sort of. Bruv, I swear to God, when I first met her, I could you not, like, I'm a really, really social boy. I was so nervous with her.
For real?
I was so nervous, bruv. I never had
Was
that
it
with
the
girls.
age?
Yeah, well, if I was 16 going out with a 21-year-old on a date, I would be pretty nervous. I would be pretty scared because, you know, there is a very big difference between 16 and 21. You know, I thought when I was 18, I was a grown-up. And I look back at the decisions I made when I was 18 and I want to vomit out of every orifice of my body. I want to be sick. I did some stupid things when I was 18. 16? Brother, 1 year ago, you were 15. Good maths, Katie. You know what I mean? 15. Think about 15. Bro, 15. You're 21. Dating someone who's just turned 16.
She was just so beautiful in person. Like, when you first meet a girl on social media, you think, you know, Catfish or something like that. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
What was your experience like?
I thought he was really boring.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, to be fair though, maybe someone who's only been on the planet for 16 years doesn't really have many riveting stories to tell. He can't even go out and buy a fucking scratch card. He can't go out and buy an energy drink without having his identification on him. You're dating someone who's just sat down in a exam hall and gassed about it to his friend. Oh, lads, what did you do for question 15? You're dating a fucking You know what? I really want to start my own podcast, right, where I get people on and I just say, what the hell is wrong with you? Comment down below if you want me to start a podcast where I just grill people because, mate, I really want to. I really, really want to.
So when he did tell you that's his age, have you ever dated anyone younger before?
Never in my life. And the thing is, people are really picking up on that at the minute because obviously I've posted on TikTok for how many years, like 6 years now. And I've posted about like my type. And it's always about like older, when he's old enough to be your dad.
Yeah, this was actually something I saw when I was researching. She had loads of posts like, when he's old enough to like be your granddad. Like, I love older men. I love older boys. And I'm not saying your type can't change, but when your type goes from a fully developed adult to someone who's 2 years away from going to university, there's probably something wrong with you psychologically.
This aged well. So people are really catching on to that.
So when he did tell you he was 16, why did you give him a chance? Like, not saying he's not a cool boy, like, he sounds sweet as, but, like, most girls are like, yeah, fuck off, see you later.
Yeah, you know why that is? You know why most girls would say, yeah, fuck off, see you later? Because most girls have a moral compass, and the idea of dating someone that young makes them feel uncomfortable. Like I said, I'm 21, right? I'm 21, and I wouldn't even breathe in the direction of a 16-year-old boy. I fear it's common sense. And I know in the content creator world, right, age is just a number, isn't it, for a lot of you? So I get it. I get that that's what you're kind of almost bred to be like. It's like, you start content creation, you hit a certain amount of subscribers, boom, you're a nonce. I get that. I do get that. So, I mean, are we surprised? Not really. I think it's just the way that she proudly talks about this, and then also tries to almost play the victim at some points in the show, and also the way that the boy is being kind of gassed up for it makes me feel a bit sick, actually. So
it was more the fact that, like,
was he just persistent, or was it just a spur of the moment, you're flying out tomorrow, fuck it, let's go out for some food?
yeah, do you know what, I kind of said, like, can't pursue anything with you.
So her initial reaction was to go, oh, I can't pursue anything with you, like, but yeah, I'll go for food in it as friends, because like, that's bare weird, but actually in a few days I'll change my mind and I actually want a pipe even though you're a kid. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. So your initial reaction was to say, yeah, morally, that's not ever going to happen. Because the thing is, I can't even imagine being in a position where I'm like, I want to, but I can't. I don't even want to. And most people wouldn't. You're a sicko. Guys, I can't do this anymore. I'm deleting my channel. That's it. Bye. Yeah, obviously I'm joking. I need the money.
I kind of wasn't seeing it as a date at the time.
Let's go chill kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that normal behaviour of chilling with a 16-year-old when you're 21 and you've probably just graduated. Yeah, we've all been there. We haven't been there. We haven't been there.
He doesn't act it like he doesn't seem his age.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Officer, I swear, he doesn't act 16. He acts my age, even though he is 16. So there's really no relevance to me saying this. And I would say that exploiting this boy for a relationship, which is ultimately getting you fame as well, is quite predatory. Not to mention the fact that there's a massive age gap with a lot of differences. Now, I'm not saying at 21 you're a fully developed adult. I certainly do not like to sit here and think that I've learned everything in life that there is to learn. But I'm also at an age where I am mature enough to understand the way relationships work, the way sexual relationships work, the difference between a 16-year-old brain and a 21-year-old brain. He is only just the age to legally consent. And that's what you need to think about when you're defending this shit, okay?
You thought, wow, she's the love of my life.
I thought fucking sweet.
I'm cool here, mate. I'm the man. I can't wait to put this in the group chat.
I'm sorry, but this podcaster is a cretin. I'm sorry. He is making things... He is part of the issue. Can't wait to make it in the group chat. Can't wait till this gets in the group chat, fam. I'm sorry, but he wouldn't be saying this if it was a 16-year-old girl and a 21-year-old boy. He wouldn't be saying this. And it just so happens that, yes, I would agree. He looks like a child, but he looks a little bit older for 16. He does look a little bit older. And I think that is also part of the issue. Get a 16-year-old girl on here that looks 16. Like when I was 16, I looked like a fucking baby. So get someone on that looks 16, is a girl, and see if you're still laughing about it, going, yeah, I can't wait to tell the girls about this. You wouldn't do that, you absolute wrong'un.
Would you give him another chance?
And
you was going Napa. You living your best life.
I know.
And
Why did you
furthermore,
actually give me a chance?
you as a guy, my girl's going Napa. It's goodbye. Like, what happened the next day?
Okay, I mean, my girl's going Napa. I mean, you guys had one date the day before she went. If I met someone and I had a holiday planned, and they're even they're my age, and I'm going away the next day, I'm not taking into consideration your feelings. I'm sorry, I've just met you. Why the hell would you be like, man, I just met this 16-year-old, yeah? so I ain't going to go on a girls' holiday. It just proves the way that these people think. She's got an IQ the same number of the age that she dates.
What was the second date like?
What was our second date?
We didn't have a second date.
Do you not?
No.
Why are you laughing about that?
Why are you laughing?
What did you do on the second date?
You came to mine.
Oh, I came around hers.
Well, I think we can all infer while she was laughing and going, they probably slept together on their second date. I actually feel a bit sick. I actually do. I feel nauseous. I actually don't know what to say about that one. Genuinely, that one's rendered me a little bit speechless. So she can't even say that she fell for his personality because number one, he hasn't got one. And number two, they went on a first date to the cinema. She went to Napa. She came back. She went to his house and they, I assume, slept together. So don't even act like you fell in love with him and it's just an inconvenience that he's 16. You barely knew him and you slept with him. I'm going to assume that. That is a presumption, but looking at the way they looked at each other then, like, oh, you came to mine. You slept together, didn't you, Tash?
Even from looking at your socials, yeah? Obviously, I know about you. I know who you are. You do that party hard thing, right? How do you cope with that? Like, now you're obviously official, right? You're a couple. Mm-hmm. Is she still allowed to do it?
Truthfully, no chance.
Oh, she's not allowed to do it?
Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. I told her if she keeps doing it, then I'm not respecting that. Like, as much as I am a boy...
There it is. There it is. What did you just say, Marco? What did you just say?
As much as I am a boy...
This relationship is stupid. Mark my words. Marco my words. You two will not be together in a year's time. You're not going to last. And that's not me being cynical. That's the truth. It will never, ever last. You two have nothing in common, right? Except the fact that you probably have the combined IQ of a cucumber. And hopefully this poor boy will get a little bit older and start to think, yeah, no, maybe that was a little bit weird. And the reason why you will have that development in thought is because your brain frontal lobe hasn't even developed yet. Neither is hers, but his is especially not developed. He still has a kid's brain. At 16, I can't even lie, I was probably still playing with Moshi Monsters, and that's not even a lie.
I did give her hints, but I'm at that stage where, like, she is a grown woman at the end of the day, like...
I think if I was in a relationship and the boy was saying she's a grown woman, like, this is the thing, I would feel so sick. Like, how are you not hearing your boyfriend who's a child talk about how you're a grown woman and that's the difference? That is weird. That is so weird.
I'm a boyfriend, like, I know what boys out are in, like, on holiday.
Sorry, Marco, could you repeat that? I don't really understand.
I'm a boyfriend, like, I know what boys out are in, like, on holiday.
Are you talking in riddles, my friend?
Do you know what? At the end of the day, people are like, oh, you're 21, you're a grown woman. I'm not, I am still young. And I get ripped to shreds for saying that. I honestly get ripped to shreds for saying that.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You're still young. 30 is still young. 25 is still young. You're still old enough to know better, and that's the difference, if that helps. But you're definitely smart enough to know. I'm 21, Tasha, okay? And I'm talking to you like this because I think you're a little bit simple. I'm 21 and I know better, okay? And I would like to think that in some alternate universe where everything's going horrifically wrong and I'm a piece of shit and I'm dating a 16-year-old, that loads of people would hate on me so hard that I go, oh, this is weird. Actually, you're right. I'm really sorry. But you're never going to do that because you're thick.
Like, you still want to bring it home with your mum. Like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. What does that prove? Picture this, 40-year-old man living at home with his mum in his basement talking to underage people online. Why did you do it? The officers ask. Well, dude, I'd still live at home with my mum, therefore, it's not weird. It's not weird. That's my defence in court.
Josh, everyone like that, they're a lot older than you. They've done these holidays before. You're going to be...
Are they active? Like, are they outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've not experienced that, so you're going to be like a kid in a candy store and you're going to be like, oh, wow.
I'm going to start off by saying to your boyfriend who's 16, you'd be like a kid in a candy store as an explanation as to why he shouldn't be allowed to go on holidays with his boyfriends. It's probably not the best choice of words, for one. And number two, mate, Mate, that's not a good sign. You're 21 telling your 16-year-old boyfriend he can't go out when he's 18 and do boy things. I genuinely just don't know what to say. I can't believe this is even something that's up for debate. And the thing is, the guy doing the podcast is her friend. They are friends. They've been friends for ages. That gets revealed in the podcast. This is such a biased podcast, pushing a really specific narrative, and he's clearly siding with them. He sides with them throughout. And of course he's going to. There's so many elements to this that make it biased and stupid.
Like you said, like about him going away, not because I don't trust him or anything, but it's just like I for one don't want to put him in a position where he like grows up too fast and doesn't want to do these things, or I don't want to stop him from living his life.
Yeah, and yet you're still doing both of those things. All the language that she's using, I don't want to make him grow up too fast. So you see him as not grown up yet, and you're still dating him. I feel like I keep saying the same things, but it's just like you're insane, woman. You're insane, and you're unfair, and you are doing exactly what the worries in the back of your mind are telling you. I actually can't watch this anymore. I can't watch this anymore.
Your girls?
Yeah, I did lose my best friend.
Swear to God.
I completely lost my best friend, but in all honesty...
1 minute, over what?
Over being with him.
Good. I commend that friend. I commend her because she clearly is normal and can see that this is a relationship that shouldn't be. And the podcast host being like, oh, really? That's so fucked up. You're concerning, bro. You're concerning. You're just as concerning as her. Because why are you feeding their delusions? Her delusions. She's deluded. I think she knows what she's doing is weird, and I think she low-key enjoys the attention, because I can't see any other reason why you would still be doing this. But she sits there with kind of like a smug look on her face like, oh, I did lose a friend. Why do you think you lost a friend? If one of my 21-year-old friends started dating a 16-year-old, man or woman, you're done. You're gone. You're out. And that goes for anyone. That goes for whether it's a personal friend, a YouTube friend, someone I don't know, someone I do know, a family member. You're out. You're gone. You're in the bin. You should take yourself in the bin. So Tasha's friend, whoever you are, respect it. You're doing the normal thing. And I hope she loses all her friends, because she should. It's going to be, when they break up, Jesus Christ, when they break up, that'll be when people then say, oh, it was weird. You guys shouldn't have been together in the first place. That's when that will happen.
Stop talking to you because... Mm-hmm. What the fuck? It's not her relationship.
Petty, innit? It's petty.
I know. She was like, I can't associate myself with you. And I was like, do you know what? I actually don't care, because...
So she fully cut you off because you're with...
We've been friends for like 11 years as well.
Sorry, are we meant to be watching this going, oh, poor Tasha? We meant to feel bad for her? Because all I'm feeling right now is, it's funny. You deserve that. You fully deserve that. Why are you sat there playing I can't do this anymore. I actually can't do this anymore. So quick PSA to end this video, because it really bugs me. A few things I'll talk about. 1, boys need to be taken more seriously when they're in relationships with people that may be legal but are inappropriate. They need paying attention to. They need to be spoke about, because it's so easy for boys in relationships with girls that know better to be swept under the carpet, like I said, because it's yeah, lads, that whole mindset. It's toxic. I saw a post the other day which disgusted me, and it was a news video on TikTok talking about a 14-year-old boy that had been groomed online by a older woman, and all the comments were me next, oh, when's this gonna happen to me? And like, okay, it's trolling, I get that, but it's a joke. It's an ongoing joke that is happening online, that it's funny when women do it, and it's really not. She knows better, and I know she does. I know she knows better, and I just hope she watches the videos that people make on her, because if you do, Tasha, you're a weirdo, mate. We're both 21. You know better. Don't pretend you don't. That's why you've literally given hints as to why you felt uncomfortable when you first found out his age, and you just went with it anyway. Yet you slept together probably on the second date. Lovely woman. It just annoys me. This is why so many people come to my channel going, bet you wouldn't care if it was a woman. I do care, actually. I care just as much. I think she's just as weird. Her being 21 dating a 16-year-old is just as weird to me as Paul Breach being 40 dating girls in their 20s. It's the same thing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I feel pretty brain dead after this. If you like the video, if you like what you see, obviously not the content, but me was really... I need to get a better outro. I'll see you again soon.